of the way you live is because you live in a society. Not saying there's anything wrong with that. 10 Commandments are pretty good. But they're not about spirit. They're about a bunch of fools living together. If you do these things, then you won't get into trouble with your neighbor. If you don't covet your neighbor's ass, then you won't have any problem with your neighbor. Okay? If you honor your mother and your father, you'll learn something. Okay? They may not be all that smart, but when you are 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, they're smarter than you are. Okay? So to honor that, to see that, and to grow. Yes, at some point you probably will outgrow them. If you continue to grow. Maybe. Honor thy father and thy mother. Thou shalt not murder. We have in the book kill, but that's a misinterpretation. Thou shalt not murder. Okay, there's a difference between killing and murder. If you come after me to take my life and I take yours, that's not murder. Nothing wrong with that. It's okay. It's a law of nature. Okay? I don't know who's going to win, but we'll let God decide, and I'm practicing my skills. Just in case he didn't choose me. I got my back. Okay, just in case. Just in case God may be sleeping that day, taking a nap. I don't know. To let go. We are comfortable with our nonsense. We are afraid. Then fear is not your friend. Fear then is your enemy. Okay? Let go. And be. If I'm going to die this day, then this day I will die. But I will die appreciating the sunshine, appreciating the air, appreciating the moment now. Then I will die. I keep telling the story of the last time in the hospital. All of a sudden everything is gone. I told a joke. Why? Because I ain't dead yet. It's funny. The joke is funny. Hey, ha, 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 ha. Would you be laughing about dying? No, I'm not laughing about dying. I'm laughing about, you asked me if these are my teeth, and I say, yeah, I bought them. You know, that's the joke. Of course they're mine. You think I stole them? Yeah, give me those teeth. Of course they're mine. All right. See, these are the kinds of things that go through my mind. Not, oh my God, I'm going to die. It's like, no, let me reach in there and snatch me some teeth before I go. You can say that's weird. But I say it's appreciation of being alive. Appreciation of being here now. Of dealing with spirit, the non-form, and not with the form. Dealing with that is behind the form. Because it is that is behind the form that causes the form to live. When you are, oh poor me, you know what you're doing to your form? When you have to fight all the time, you know what you're doing to your body? But yet you're afraid to die, but you're killing yourself. You are killing yourself with that nonsense. What group of people, and I should propose this to the group on the south side, well, they're not my group, but just in talking with them, who is the group in America that suffers the highest rate of high blood pressure? African Americans. And here we are, we got to be bad, we got to be tough. Blood pressure. Well, see, nobody has to do anything to us. We kill ourselves. We're dying ourselves. Cut that shit out. I mean, don't do that. You don't have to be angry to live. You don't have to walk around being tough. I'm not tough. I'm not weak. I'm just kind of hanging out. But if you mess with me, I might see some teeth I like. And extract them. See, we live. We live in joy. And even if I have to struggle to live in this moment, being angry or being frightened about it is not going to help me. What's going to help me survive in that moment is my clarity. And my joy, can I be honest? Whipping an ass can be joyful. If you do it right. Okay? Expression. Form. Whoa, yeah. And when that happens, chances are they back up and go, wait a minute. Are you having a good time? Maybe we should do something else. Okay. It seems to me you are enjoying this a little too much. Do you know something I don't know? It is not to murder, but you do, and it is built into your nature to protect yourself. So there's no reason to feel that you should not protect yourself. But when you step across that line, when it goes from protection to just being a matter of ego, you got a problem. There is a problem. To defend myself even when I don't need defending. To identify ignorance when there is no ignorance. There's enough ignorance in the world. We don't have to identify it and make it more and more and more. That says something about us. That is habituated. Because at some point we have felt that we have to protect ourselves. And throw that blanket of I have to protect myself over everything. No. Only when you have to protect yourself do you have to protect yourself. I have to prove that I am of value. No, you don't. Why? Prove to who? You're trying to prove it to yourself because you habitually are thinking that you are not of value. That doesn't make any sense. God is not of value? What kind of sense does that make? But you have to recognize you are God. You are spirit. You are not form. You are that which animates form. But to understand that, we must let go of our habitual thinking process that we are form. Even our scientists are saying, whoa, wait a minute. They talk about touching something. You never touch anything. They know this. It is the electromagnetic field that is generated by your atoms and molecules that sense the electromagnetic field of the atoms and molecules in that thing, and you say, I've touched it. No, you have sensed it. Here. There's more space in there than there is matter. You cannot touch. But yet, what do? We give a whole lot of value to this. No. We have to stop and think. Stop and think. Oh. Well, then this is the illusion. They finally come to say it. I heard one physicist say it the other day. Perhaps it's all a hologram. What we are finding out through our study is that it is a hologram. Maybe. I'm saying, you're looking at it. Except you don't know where the source is. That's why you're saying maybe. It's okay. But even the physical scientist is now saying, it's a reality, but is it true? I have been saying for years, it's a reality, but it's not true. We give credence to this. So here we go through life. I've got to prove this and I've got to prove this and I'm smart and I'm not dumb. Well, only when you think you're dumb do you have to prove you're smart. I look around that night and all I saw was dummies, including myself. I got to prove to the dummies that I'm not a dummy. That makes me a dummy. Aha. Wow. I don't have to be right in the world. I know that I'm right. I don't have to be right in the world. I'm a one-eyed man in the land of the blind. I am God. I accept that fact. God. That word. Meaningless. A word, thinking a word can confine all that is and the magnificence of its power. It's foolishness. I am that is. I accept that. Now let it play itself out. Let me not keep identifying my path as one of trial, one of negativity. I keep seeing lumps in the road, bumps in the road, hairpin turns everywhere I look. No such thing. It's the attitude. It's what you see. It's you that make the lumps and the bumps and the hairpin turns. It is you. It's each individual. Even the idea that you're an individual. You know what is so funny? When you come to look at it, you say, all these people think they're separate, think they're individuals, when they all are crazy and based in the same crazy stuff. So how are they different? They are the same. In the 60s, I was one of the hippies. I dressed like a hippie. I acted like a hippie. And all the hippies were saying, we're different. But you put them all in a bunch and they were all dressed the same. So, how are you different? You're not. You're not. We're the same. The same craziness that we accuse others of is in us. That's why we see it. When you come to this point where you recognize what is true, I'm not even interested. I see what's happening. Is that conducive to this? No, it's not. I don't care. You have the right to be as crazy or as brilliant as you choose. We are the same. I have chosen something different because the illusion no longer satisfies me. The illusion of who I am no longer satisfies me. Oh, the illusion of what I am no longer satisfied me. I accept I would want to be that which I really am. And that which I really am does not give a damn about bullshit. It just doesn't care.